who can say is a real
I don't
fan
think
at this point?
not me, because I'm not a real fan.
Yeah. No, let's
Clearly.
agree with our subscribers what they say about
What does it
us.
mean to be a true fan? What does it mean? Of anything, really.
Yeah, yeah.
Let's get deep. Let's
All right.
it's a philosophical bedrock here.
All right, here we go. Click.
What does
Clock.
it mean? What does it mean to be a true fan of an anime? Do you have to buy a certain amount of volume? Do you have to watch the entirety of the series multiple times? You have to masturbate to it. How do you become a true fan of a series?
There's so many ways, Zoro. I mean, here's the...
Because I've done all three of those, alright?
I guess, but damn, that sounds challenging, Zoro.
I don't know, man. Like, do I need a body pillow? Is that like the line? Do I need to get like a fucking Nami body pillow, dude?
I don't know, man. I prefer Robin, though.
We all do.
Yeah, but buy 3 of them like that, it could be like, authentic devil fruit ability. So, yeah.
You want a Robin, Hancock, and Nami. Yeah, then you're a true fan.
I don't know. I prefer 3 Robins, so that's good enough for me.
It works with the fruit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
3. Or, I don't know, maybe 1 more, just in case.
You lose one.
Or maybe 2 more, maybe. I don't know. My whole cheerleader group of Nico Robins.
Full of Robin body pillows. No, but seriously, all joking aside, what do you think is that moment where you can say, okay, I'm a true fan of something?
Well,
is it an internal thing where you're like, you enjoy it to a certain extent, where you're just like, okay, now I'm a big fan of the series, and that's it? Is it an objective thing? Is it a subjective thing? What is it?
Well, actually, to add to that, I was actually wondering, like, do you have to watch a certain series or a certain number of series or certain shows to be considered an anime fan? Like, am I
are we even true anime fans in general?
Yeah, I mean, at this rate, I don't know. I'm like, I still haven't seen Evangelion, so there's that.
I don't watch certain genres. I mean, anime is a broad term. Am I just a fan of like the action shonen genre or seinen genre? Am I not a fan of the series of anime in general? Now I'm starting to question my existence right now.
Damn.
Deep. It's deep, man.
Oh shit, man.
Like,
this is.
What does it mean? What all joking aside, what do you think it actually means? Is it just a weightless term? Is it just not really important? Is the label even important?
Basically, like, what are the credentials to be an anime fan?
Yeah. Do you even think you need to have these set credentials to or is it just like
Well, because what's gonna be confused about the subject is that I think there might be a difference if you're an anime fan that when you just hang out with friends, and if you're an anime fan that makes like videos or hired for stuff like Funimation or Crunchyroll and making articles and stuff like Anime News Network. So like, do you need like a certain qualifications to get that job? So...
The thing is, like, it's not like you can go out and like get a degree in anime.
I don't think so.
or like anime degrees. So it's not like, schooling is the answer to that question. It might be for other things, but not schooling.
Mm-hmm.
So is there like a certain amount of anime you need to watch? Do you need to know about the history? Do you need to know about the culture? Do you need to live in fucking Japan and shit?
Well, there's some people that say that a true pizza is not a true pizza unless it was made in Italy.
Well, fuck those people. Alright? Just really good pizza. Like, I actually hear from people, and obviously I'm Italian myself, and I'm someone who constantly works in a restaurant, so Italian restaurant.
The
so
real
I think I have
Sanji.
some credibility here. But I've heard from multiple sources that the pizza in Italy is actually pretty shitty. Surprisingly enough. Like, these are people that are from New York and Florida and other places on the East Coast. They'll say, like, it may have originated there, but the quality of pizza in Italy isn't on the same level as some of the best pizza, like maybe Chicago or New York. Which, I don't know, I've never been, but maybe it's true. But we're getting off topic.
Well, it all comes full circle, Zorro. It all comes full circle. You'll see. By the end of this conversation, it will go back to pizza.
I'm just saying, like for for example, would you consider yourself a true JoJo fan?
Oh, well, not according to my commenters. They're like, no, hero, you fucked up on this video. The Pillarmen are not Mexican. Oh, I don't know. I'd like to consider I am, but even that, it's like a fan base within a fan base within a fan base, because to me, JoJo, like, what I liked about it was its more masculine roots. And then, obviously, Araki had his own spin on it. And then other people, though, they like it for how outrageous it is, for how over the top. And there is some people that don't like the stands because they prefer the ripple, or vice versa. It's
and then
so
there are people who are
diverse.
fans of each individual series, or each individual parts, rather.
Yeah, because you won't find someone that likes all parts equally. They won't. They won't like everything equally. And then at the same time, there will be fans that yeah,
Possible to like equally.
yeah, but there will be fans also that, there will be one part you really hate, but then someone else would really like it.
Part 5.
Yeah, that's one example. Well, then again, a lot of people like don't like part 1, and I'm like, oh, but come on, that's the root. That's where it all happened.
I would say that I don't really like part 1.
Yeah.
I just don't think it's that great.
Oh, no.
It's like a 5 out of 10. It's the average.
No.
I'm sorry. I like part 2 and 4 better.
Oh, everyone says that. And then everyone says 7 is the best. And then I think it's kind of unanimous for people to say with part 8, what about part 8? Man, I don't fucking know what's going on.
Yeah, I haven't gotten there yet. I'm still stuck on part 5.
Yeah, well, at this point, you're just gonna have to wait for the anime to come out. Like, I'm waiting for part 6 just for Jolie, and I'm still thinking, like, back in 2015 or 16, I don't know, I called saying it's gonna happen in 2020, Stone Ocean. I'm like, well, by this rate it is, but we shall see. But back to anime fandom. So yeah, because I think there are some shows that people should watch, at least maybe, because a lot of the recommended ones are be like stuff like Cowboy Bebop and Ghost in the Shell or Evangelion. But those are the more modern takes. But then, can you call yourself an anime fan if you haven't seen the very first anime ever?
Yeah. What could even be considered the first anime ever?
That itself is a good question, because some people say Astro Boy, but then there's plenty of There
was really Anime Expo like 2 years ago. There was a really boring kind of like lecture that this old guy was giving. This like old, really excited guy was giving this lecture about the kind of the start of anime, where it came from, where the very first inspiration came from. This was before even fucking the inspiration from Disney came out. Like picture books that motherfuckers had.
Yeah.
Like picture books, scrolls and stuff where they were animated, very simple images. That's considered anime. If I haven't seen that picture book, am I a fucking anime fan?
Yeah, there's
it's
that.
Like, it's weird, man.
It goes on really forever. And then you got that Golden Bat like character in series which predates anime altogether, predates manga. So I'm like, oh man.
It's such a big industry with multiple genres spanning so many decades. I mean, it's really hard to really say when it comes to anime specifically whether you're a true. First you have to define what a true fan is, and then you have to figure out what the criteria for finding that is. It's just clusterfuck.
Yeah.
There's no answer to it.
Well, maybe I think there's only one person that could give us an answer. That Native American from Cowboy Bebop. He has all the answers, man.
Yes, he does. That's my dude right there.
What's his name, really? Cause,
I don't even know his name.
I'm pretty sure he had a name at one point. At least I think he did. I don't know. I need to rewatch Bebop.
He called other people, man. Like, he called Spike running coyote and shit.
Yeah.
He basically predicted Spike's death in the beginning of the series, by the way. Just letting you know. I think it's episode 1.
Yeah.
He essentially predicted. People don't know that. Episode 1, he essentially foreshadowed Spike's death. It was pretty deep. People realize that, but yeah. Just rewatch the episode, you'll see.
Yeah, I need to rewatch the whole thing, actually.
He said a woman will be the
death of
end, something along those lines, yeah. Which it was.
Yeah.
Julia. Shit.
It's kind of funny how something goes full circle, because of course she's called Julia there, but in the Fist of the North Star dub from Manga Entertainment, Yuria's name was changed to Julia, and here's the big shock. Shin, obviously, he wanted to take Yuria away from Ken, and then he ends up dying because of her. In the English dub, he's voiced by Steve Bloom.
And speaking of which, going even more for full circle, Steve Bloom is married to Mary McGlynn, who plays Julia.
Yeah.
And was the director for Cowboy Bebop. Boom.
Oh yeah, actually, I think she played.
Blow your mind?
Oh wait, I think she played Yuria too. Now I think about it. Oh fuck.
Holy shit.
Yeah, let me check that. I want to be sure now. Holy shit! I'm like, whoa.
How crazy is that? That's true. How crazy is that? That's
Hold on, let me check. It was Mary Elizabeth McGlynn, right? Mary Elizabeth McGlynn. All right, let me check. Cause actually, I didn't even know they were married to each other until you said that right now. I was like, they were. Holy shit. Oh wait. Yeah. She did.
I didn't look at that. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Wow.
Mr. North Star is real.
It all comes full circle. Wow. Steve Bloom is like my hero.
Yeah.
Oh, dude.
He's Tom.
He's like my childhood, man. Tom, you know what I'm saying? Spike, Makoto Shishio, my favorite villain almost of all time.
Guillerman. Yeah, Takato.
Yeah.
Let's watch Tanami Takato. Tom is cool.
He's Onizuka.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Mugen, of course.
Yeah.
Dude. Did everything. Guy's a legend.
Yeah, so let's see if we can make it back to the pizza conversation. Let's see if we get there.
Get off topic there a little bit.
Yeah, so anime fandom.
That just...
Well, that question too, like, do you count as an anime fan if you managed to watch Toonami back in the 90s and before Tom also? The one that Sonny Strait was playing, so... Ah, shit.
I don't know, man. Is your anime fandom based on your watching of Toonami?
Well, then again, there's other stuff before Toonami.
But even if you do have watched all the Toonami shows, all of the action adventure series, there's still multiple genres you're missing. If you're not a fan of harems, or you're not a fan of romance series, you're not a fan of like some other stuff. I mean, sports. There's so many different genres that, I mean, other than the most like diehard anime watchers that watch everything, like a chibi type, where they can cover all different kinds of genres and are able to watch all of those. It's very difficult to really plant your flag in that. Well, I watched pretty much everything, and I can comment because I've watched everything.
Yeah, I've seen all the hentai. I can comment that. All the hentai. Legal and illegals. Yeah.
Oh god.
But
that's why I think the question is stupid. Like, it's the no true Scotsman fallacy. Like, there's no such thing as a true anime fan necessarily. I think only at the very base of it is there a truth. I mean, you can't really call yourself a true anime fan, I guess, if you've never seen anime. I think that's you have to at least see a decent handful to be able to make a comparison or two.
Yeah. It's
like saying I'm a movie buff and I've seen only 2 movies and they were both Transformers. Like, that doesn't count.
Yeah.
But once you get to the point where, at least you have at least a few under your belt and you're able to comment and talk about it, I think at that point you can say it. I don't think the qualifications should be that strenuous to make that determination.
I was kind of wondering, maybe there is a certain number, because, I mean, if we...
there has to be at least a minimum.
Yeah, because I was thinking maybe, like, somewhere between 20 and 50, maybe? Or smaller than that? I don't know.
I don't know. It really, like I said, it really depends on the person you're asking. If you could be 20 and 50, for someone it could be 5 to 10.
Yeah.
I mean, it's difficult because we got to determine what the criteria is for determining what a true anime fan is.
Yeah.
Is just seeing the anime enough? What if you don't really understand or comprehend it? What if the anime you're watching are mindless entertainment, not like quality anime, or if you're watching just garbage.
Yeah.
If you're watching one series that are in multiple formats 20 times.
Mm-hmm. Dragon Ball.
Yeah, or if you watch GT Super, Z, regular Dragon, it's like,
Ocean dub, Funimation dub,
yeah.
new Funimation dub.
Watch all the Fist of the North Star movies,
Yeah.
spin-offs, and show, and everything, and
All
you don't
the-
actually watch anything else.
All the Gundams.
Yeah. What if you're somebody who just watches mechas?
Mm-hmm.
You say you're an anime. That's why I don't think there's really a way to judge it. I think at the very base you have to kind of set some standard, but after a certain point you got to be like, okay, it's up in the air at that point.
Yeah. What if I can't
Now,
understand the end?
series,
Yeah.
that's another story. Individual series, obviously, you have to at least seen the series to say you're a fan of it. Like, oh yeah, I love that Dragon Ball. I saw like 3 episodes. No.
Yeah. I like that Fooly Cooly.
Like that fully cooly where the guitar hit her in the head. It was cool.
Yeah.
So cool. No, I mean, yeah. As far as being a true fan of a series, other than watching the entire series, I don't think there's any other standard for me. I don't like when people use that term, though, true fan, because it makes me feel like a snob, and I don't like putting that on other people. Like, if you like something, you consider yourself a fan, fuck it. Consider yourself a fan. It doesn't hurt me at all.
Yeah. We should just try to get along.
Yeah. Who am I to fucking be the judge of who's a true fan or not? Like, I'm not the troll on the bridge, making you pay a toll to join into the true fandom. No, you may only pass if you are a true fan. No.
Yeah. You must watch these 50 animes in order to pass. Like, you must understand the ending of Evangelion.
Evangelion doesn't understand the ending of Evangelion. Like, Evangelion's fine and all. I just think it's overrated. I'm sorry, I know I'm gonna get shit for it.
Well, I'm just saying it as an example since that's like one of the...
Psychologically complex.
Yeah.
It's not a bad show, it's a good show. I just feel like it just I don't know.
Well, then there's that also. Maybe you watch all these important anime, but you don't really like them. Like, I seen a lot of Ghost in the Shell because I needed to talk about Motoko Kusanagi, but I didn't really like the show that much, with honesty. But even then, I somehow developed a standard because I liked the dub for it, I like, I think it was Mary Elizabeth who was voicing Motoko, and then Richard Epcar as... Yeah, it was Mary Elizabeth. And Richard Epcar as Bato. And then, of course, Crispin Freeman as Tokusa. And then Ghost in the Shell Arise comes around, and I'm like, oh no, it's a Funimation cast. What happened to all the same voice actors? They're not there.
I wish I had Crispin Freeman's voice. That guy's... Like, he can get any girl he wants, just bring out Alucard.
Bring him out.
Immediately, just like, the panties drop.
Yeah, I'm gonna slurp you like pizza.
Hello, police girl.
Yeah, police girl. Let's play with these handcuffs. We could ask Sir Integra to join in.
I'm sure, like, one day they did some crazy shit like that.
Give us a lecture how to be a proper English woman.
I guarantee it.
Walter can watch.
But you don't think, like, Alucard is one day with Integra and Saris just went to 10.
Well, here's the thing. Maybe with Saris, but she probably can't with Integra because the whole thing with Integra is that she has to remain a virgin in order to offer the blood.
Right, that's true.
Yeah, so there's that. So I don't know. Or you never know. You
Yeah,
can still you can still do things without going down there.
Well, the thing was, Alucard was gone for like 50 years or whatever it was, so he couldn't have done it.
Yeah, Alucard was I don't know. Alucard was just busy fucking himself the whole time. So like, all right, now it's you. Now it'll be your turn.
I'm just busy becoming God. So I'm everywhere and nowhere.
Or like that one cat from Alice in Wonderland, Cheshire Cat. I could be anywhere, police girl. I could even be inside of you.
Oh. Just hear like a voice from inside of her. I'm in here.
Let me out. I'm in your vagina.
Oh God.
Let me out. Or who knows, maybe Alucard at one point ended up, where is this place? I'm not a drifter. What do you mean, drifter?
That ending was good.
Yeah.
I like drifters a lot.
Yeah.
I've been on Team Drifters for a long time.
Yeah,
And I'm happy to see what it deserves.
Yeah, I joined the party last year when it aired. Yeah.
You caught up?
I haven't started reading the manga yet, but I did find at least where the anime stopped, so I'll read from there.
Do it.
But I did notice that the manga actually does have a lot of, well, in the Hellsing manga they had also the omakes, and I was surprised to see John and Luke Valentine in Drifters.
Wait, really?
Yeah, they came out in one of those omake chapters, just for fun, and they were talking to, they were talking to,
Skip those chapters.
they were talking with basically Jesus, because they were pretty much asking, like, hey, are you really Jesus? And he was pretty much saying all this shit. And he's like, yeah, you probably are.
Even like that's such an inside joke. Like everyone knows it's fucking Jesus. Yeah. And even the author's like, yeah, it's Jesus.
This is Jesus, man. It's Jeebus.
It wasn't obvious enough that he had holes in his hand.
Yeah.
He fucking creates life.
Yeah, no, it's like, stand, my child. Oh my God, please. Oh Lord, oh my Lord and Savior, please help me.
Oh Jesus. Yeah.
Yeah. Like, oh man, look at all these crops. Man, I wonder that's symbolism for something. And then, not to mention, it's like, oh look, that dragon is suffering from some sort of fatal disease. Gee, I wonder it has to do something with leopards or some shit. I wonder how you can do that with just a touch of his hands. Who could it be? Is it Hitler?
Food?
Is it Hitler? No. He already died.
Crispin? No.
Is it Crispin Freeman? Oh my.
Yeah.
No, wait a minute. It's the Major, of course.
But man, it's Major. I make crops grow.
I'll make you.
Crops grow. Yeah.
I love crops.
Gentlemen, I love crops. I love growing. I love song. I'm sorry.
I love pigs mowing the field. I love it when a biplane attacks a dragon in the air. and when Nobunaga creates shit in the ground, I am in ecstasy. When they make
Nobunaga. You know my favorite, other than Nobunaga, you know what my favorite character is?
Is it oh, you said it was, I don't remember his name, but it's basically that Greek man. Oh, was he Greek? I'm not even sure he's Greek, but that philosopher with the strategist. The one it's
Hannibal. He's not a philosopher.
Oh.
Hannibal.
Carthage.
Oh, okay. Old man.
Yeah, that guy I was talking about, because well, what exactly is he? Because I'm like out of the loop of my history with him, so.
Like, in terms of like, I think it was the Punic Wars. He fought in the Punic Wars against Rome.
Uh-huh.
Like Rome was the biggest empire in the West at that time, by leaps and bounds.
Yeah.
And their biggest competition was with Carthage. Their biggest competitor was Carthage. And when Carthage is cool, because Carthage used to ride war elephants, which was kind of unique. But anyway, Carthage had one of its biggest victories under Hannibal. Hannibal was their greatest general ever, and he would shit on Rome more than they would like. And Rome was a super power at that time.
Yeah.
And what actually Carthage did in one of the most daring and impressive things ever, he took like a whole regiment of soldiers, like an army basically, and he took them. Essentially, Rome doesn't have to worry about being attacked from behind because they're got the Himalayan mountains to the south.
Yeah.
So they just have natural protection. But he climbed the fucking mountains during the winter time. Half of his army froze to death. But him and the rest of the half of his army was able to take Rome by climbing through the Himalayas and then fucking invading Rome with just half their army. Everyone else starved to death. And he fucking took it. I mean, he couldn't keep it because supplies and shit like that.
Yeah.
But he was able to do all of that. The dude was a fucking genius, like an absolute genius of war. So that's why when you see those brilliant like flashes of greatness, and why during the anime, the gay dude, I forgot his name, when they had mentioned his name as Carthage, you saw him kind of flinch and like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Now Hannibal is not Carthage. Carthage is yeah. When his name is Hannibal, you saw him flinch because Hannibal is like in history, it was like one of the most brilliant strategists ever.
Yeah.
Who up against Rome when Rome was at its best, and Rome didn't lose. So just to give you an idea.
Yeah.
There's probably other really impressive battles that I'm forgetting because I'm not really a history buff in general, but I really like the Roman history, and Carthage is really awesome to read about too. So that's pretty much. Yeah, he's just basically a badass motherfucker.
Yeah.
He's like a Western Nobunaga, essentially.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah. But even more impressive because he had less. I mean, he was going up against big rods.
Yeah. I can see that.
So that's why, when he, like when he put the grapes together and he smashed it and all that stuff. I just love those scenes because, and in the manga too, he has a lot of fucking cool moments, man.
Yeah.
He has so many cool moments. I don't want to spoil, but yeah. If only he was younger. If only he was younger.
Yeah.
Hannibal.
It's the Joseph Joestar treatment, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, essentially. Essentially, but I mean, he's not as well. He pretty much is as senile as Part 4 Joseph, but much more useful at this point.
Yeah, he's like, stroke of brilliance. Like, what do we do, Hannibal? Grapes. Yes, the grapes, of course. Like, fuck it.
And Scipio was like one of his rival generals. That's the guy that he was with all the time. They were essentially like rivals, general rivals. That's why they always bantering and bickering.
Yeah, but the moment like he's out of the picture, he's like, "Oh, where are you? Oh,
yeah,
going senile without you."
Let me see if I can find great things that he's done.
So back to the question. I guess I don't know.
Well, I gotta listen. This is fucking Hannibal, motherfucker. All right, this is the guy.
Yeah, well, I'm just hoping like this shit better be recording at this point. I'm like, goddamn, we went in deeper than we expected.
Oh, I was actually wrong. It wasn't the Himalayas. Obviously, it's the fucking Alps. So it was the Himalayas. I'm talking about. I'm half asleep. It's 3 in the morning. Hannibal was known for leading Carthaginian army and a team of elephants across southern Europe and the Alps mountains against Rome in the Second Punic War. Yeah. Pretty beast.
Yeah, when it comes to like war tactics, I'm still like in the new because well then again I heard Kingdom is the one that really goes into that.
Oh yeah, Kingdom. I think you'd fucking love Kingdom. Quite honestly, you would absolutely love Kingdom. There's so much manliness and muscles and fucking you would love Kingdom so much. I mean, it would take a little bit of time to get there, but I think you would fucking love Kingdom.
Yeah, because I read it like a couple of years ago. Like I think maybe 3 years ago. I stopped at chapter 100, like right on the dot because I wasn't sure where I was feeling it or not. So I don't know. Well, then again, I'm gonna have to anyways because of when I need to look for Chinese anime characters. So yeah, so there's definitely a lot of options there.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, that's how well, then again, that's actually something that I do now. Ever since I've been doing lists, I'm like, well, shit, now I gotta watch anime that I didn't plan on watching. Or read manga that I didn't plan to read because of commitment to try to make it as best as possible, the quality of these videos, because, I don't want to be like Mojo Watch, that website. Yeah, Mojo Watch or whatever.
Mojo Watch. Top 10 anime characters: One Piece, Naruto, Luffy, One Piece, Naruto.
Yeah, I don't know. It's like there's so much shit in that. I'm like, yeah. Yeah.
I got Hannibal completely wrong, actually. I got the mountain wrong. I got the fact that he didn't actually take Rome, but he destroyed a lot of the fucking people along the way. Yeah, basically he was just a beast.
Yeah, basically he kind of did like a hit and run of the country.
He did They crossed the Alps.
Yeah, I mean, they crossed the damn mountains, so I mean, that's something. Well,
Fucking
then,
elephants.
well, then again, it is surprising because, you know, he completely got them off guard. It's like, yeah, no one will dare to climb the mountains, and oh, there he goes.
Reason he lost half his people, but he still fucking took it. Didn't work.
I don't know. I kind of imagine the Drifters version. I lost half my troops, but hey, I got him there.
Yeah.
I showed him. I showed those damn Romans.
I can definitely see that happening.
Yeah. But hey, I showed that it can be done.
Who's your favorite, other than the main one, and Oda, because Oda's the best, obviously. But other than Oda, who's your favorite drifter? And Toyohisa, too, because that's too easy.
Oh, well, I was going to say Toyohisa.
I knew you were.
Ah, shit. Well, I can't remember that character's name, but I kind of like the archer that's with them. But sometimes I wish thinking like I think it was Ramaru was the name, right?
Yoichi.
No. Ramaru was the Nobunaga's portion. Yeah. So yeah, I don't know Yoichi. I keep thinking, man, I kind of wish you were a girl, but you're not.
I mean, yeah, it's pretty much.
Yeah, it's like, man, if only you were a girl. Because I'm like, man, you're too pretty.
Damn.
Like, man, like I'm not gay, but like, damn. But yeah, that's what. Well, supposedly that's some historical context with that, and then Kota Hirano tends to do that with a lot of his characters, make them look kind of unisex.
Yeah.
But
Alucard looked pretty as fuck at one point. You know?
Yeah, there are moments where he like. Actually, that's something I'm surprised he got away with. That Alucard's character design was super inconsistent. If you think about it, it's always different every time he shows up.
Well, Alucard can change his form at will.
Yeah, that's why. That's the excuse he get away with it. Because even in the manga too.
He can be a girl if he wants to. He can be anything he wants to.
Yeah,
anybody.
Yeah, he could be. I mean, even in the beginning of the manga, like Alucard was basically Vash with a hat. So. Yeah. And then let me think Drifter's characters, because they are getting me interested, and then, well, there's Boob Dream, but she's there for different reasons.
Omni Nipples. She's not in the manga. They call her Omni Nipples. I don't know why they don't do it in the anime.
I don't know. Omni.
That's his nickname. That's Oda's nickname for her. Omni Nipples.
I don't know the dub for it. At least they say Boob Dream, but I'm like, oh, whatever. Well, then again, I'm kind of wondering, does Joan of Arc just like play more of an important role later, or no? Because so far, like, she just showed up just to get defeated by Toyohisa, and then, like, Toyohisa's like, no, I'm Japanese man. Japanese men don't, they don't attack women. No. Yeah.
Yeah. Nah. I mean, she has good moments, but
yeah.
I wouldn't say she's making.
Well, then again, I don't know. I'm just kind of curious more on, like, on the.
Then again, the manga, I feel like, we need more chapters.
Yeah.
Kind of, I just feel like we haven't even, like, touched the tip of the iceberg yet, and even in the manga. So I'm curious how season 2 is going to handle everything.
Yeah.
There's some really cool fights happening. I don't want to spoil, but I do. Oh, I don't even know.
Yeah, because I'm kind of curious about the Black Kings guys. All the other characters, like the I forgot. Like I think there was 2 Russian characters there. I think was Ivan the Terrible there? No. Rasputin, I think, was there, and then
yeah, Rasputin was there.
And then I don't remember
that girl with that one chick.
Yeah, there was this one with Ice, which I don't remember her real name though.
Yes, I forgot her name.
Yeah, but I think she was Russian also. But
she was.
Yeah, because then I don't know. I'm trying to think of the other characters because there was that other Japanese man. I think he was from the Shinsengumi.
Hijikata.
Yeah. Okay, that Hijikata.
The real Hijikata.
Yeah, so I like the fact that it's like, man, Toyohisa, like, you're not taking this seriously. Fight me like a real man. And then, like, don't you understand? I'm doing all I can because I have to fight you. They view honor completely differently, but I'm like, yeah.
Hijikata's awesome. I gotta say, he's probably one of my favorites in Drifters. I think he's gonna be like the Alexander Anderson. If I had to guess, I think he'd be the Alexander Anderson of
this. It's kind of, it's something like that, but it's almost the roles are kind of reversed because the Anderson character is the one that has all the extra, people inside of him, like Alucard. Yeah. So there is that role reversal, and then Toyohisa kind of looks like a young Alucard, but he's fighting one-on-one.
It's true.
Yeah.
It's very true. That's interesting. So yeah, I guess I would say him. I mean, who else would I say? I like some of the other drifters I would like to see, like the fighter pilot's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
The fucking cursing fighter pilot.
Yeah, it's like, what the fuck am I?
Motherfucker, yeah.
It's a motherfucking dragon. Holy shit.
He's great.
What is that doing? Then he just somehow conquered the dog people. So, like
Yeah.
dogs of war. But then, I don't know, I kind of like the gay guy mostly because I think it's Vic Mignogna voicing him in the English.
Is
Just,
he? Oh, yes.
I think so.
He's pretty cool. He's pretty cool.
Yeah,
I mean, obviously weird, but cool.
yeah, it's like, I don't know, I could just, I don't know, I kind of find him.
He's a smart motherfucker, man. Like,
Yeah.
he knows all drifters, and, like, he's very smart, politically speaking. He knows his shit.
Yeah, I mean, he just, like, comes from a different time, so. I don't know, I think the Drifters is mostly just, like, the main trio of characters, really, that get more attention.
Yeah, because we haven't really gotten to that point yet. Especially in the
Yeah.
anime, it's just barely scratched the surface.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, Vic Mignogna does play that guy, the Count Saint Germain.
I haven't actually seen any of the dub yet. I didn't even know there was a dub, quite honestly.
Oh.
Who we got for each character?
I'll check because I was kind of hoping for Crispin Freeman to play Toyohisa, but that didn't happen. In fact, I think he's even in the show. So
I can't see him play Toyohisa because Crispin Freeman has more of like a kind of a seductive voice. I mean, then he's great. Don't get me wrong. He can play fucking monkey on Overwatch. I mean, the dude's got range, but I think he's more like of a deep, sultry voice.
Mm-hmm. Well, oh shit, I didn't even realize who was playing Toyohisa.
I imagine him more like grovelly.
Well, Toyohisa is a pretty manly voice, but I didn't expect the actor who played him. I was like, oh, I didn't know that was you. Holy shit. Josh Grelly, or Josh, I'm not sure how his last name's pronounced, but I known him for playing Komatsu. So, and his voice for Komatsu is completely different from Toyohisa. So, yeah, very different. But oh my god, Nobunaga is voiced by Robert McCollum, which you may know him for playing Sensui and Bucky. From Bucky the Grappler. So yeah.
Okay, cool stuff.
Yeah, Yoichi, I wasn't really sure, like Justin Briner, so I'm not too familiar with him.
Me neither.
Yeah. The thing is, when Jesus talks, like, I'm not sure it was the same in the sub, but it's kind of a little difficult to understand what he's saying because it sounds very distorted.
Right.
So, yeah, well, obviously in the sub you got the advantage because of the subtitles, but, actually, speaking of subs, interesting fact about Drifters, I need to ask you this since you've seen the Japanese version. When the elves talk, do they speak in a different language or something?
Yes.
Because in the anime, even in the English dub, most of the characters are speaking English, but when they speak to the elves speak in a different language and they put subtitles on them.
Yep, that's what happens in the sub. Like, they hear them speaking a weird fucking language. Like, I don't even, it sounds almost Frenchish.
Yeah, because I can tell that it's different because the thing is, what's interesting that whatever they're doing, because it's clearly like dubbed in English, like you could hear like I recognized oh my god, what's his name? The guy who plays the Rail Tracer, like he was playing one of the elves, and even though he was speaking a different language, I could still recognize that was him. So I'm guessing there is some actual dialogue written somehow, and then they just.
Maybe they started on the shitty Rail Tracer.
Yeah, I know you don't like him.
Don't like him.
Yeah.
I'm an acrobat, therefore I can murder everyone. Fuck
yeah. Yeah, because I do remember Joan of Arc did speak with a French accent, so that was Colleen Clickenbeard, so, it goes without saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me see. Butch, yeah, because I remember, like, all the characters spoke with accents, except the Japanese ones for some reason. Yeah, everyone but the Japanese have accents, because, like, when, Cassidy Butch and the Sundance Kid, like, when, I think it was Sundance Kids, or maybe again I'm confused, but anyways, the Cowboys, when they showed up, yeah, so when they showed up, they obviously speak, man, look at all damn monsters, like, fire at him, boy. So, yeah, they're definitely playing around with their accents, and that was, yeah, really the most important ones would be, like, the characters that I told you, so. It's a solid dub for sure, because I do remember Ian Sinclair was playing Hijikata, who's known for playing Toriko, Space Dandy, and Brooke.
Yeah, I know Ian Sinclair. He's a pretty great voice actor.
Yeah, he became popular after Space Dandy. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, because would you remember that he was actually in Bakano?
Let me think who he was.
Yeah, he was a pretty minor character.
Was he Jacuzzi?
No.
Who was he?
He was Dallas Genoir. He was like the brother of that
Oh,
other
the guy
girl.
that drowned?
Yeah, the guy that drowned. The brother of that other girl, and the only line that I remember from him was like when he said, "It's frickin' unbelievable." Yeah, that's the only line I remember. Yeah, so
Weird how, like, one day, boom.
yeah, because like he played Toriko before Space Dandy, I think, but even then it was like it was a time where everyone was just hating on Toriko and the anime's like, oh, the anime sucks, you know. And then Space Dandy came out, I was like, hey, I think I like this Ian Sinclair. Let's give him more voices to do. And then along came Brooke, and then everything was solid for him. And then Ian Sinclair became a household name. Because I do recognize him in other places. Like the other day, I was watching this this anime called El Cazador de la Bruja, and he was in there as like a main villain. But almost every line he would say would be like he would answer the phone and say like Rosenberg here, and then that was about it. Like, oh, actually, yeah, one of his more recent stuff was Whis in Dragon Ball.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, Whis and Warwick Arcangelo from GANGSTA.
GANGSTA. I like GANGSTA.
Yeah.
Cool. I actually didn't finish GANGSTA. I need to do that.
Yeah, well, the problem with GANGSTA is anime, you know, obviously it just stops the cliffhanger because of Manglobe going out of business. So I'm like, that's the bad part. But yeah, even the manga is only like a little bit, like 10, 20 chapters ahead where the anime stopped. And I already caught up to everything GANGSTA, so that's the one thing I caught up to. I'm like, oh well, what to do? Yeah. So, anime fandom, what makes us a true anime fan? I don't know. I guess that's it.
It seems we came full circle with it, didn't we?
I don't know, we still haven't gone to the pizza, like, we didn't make it go it's back to the pizza at all. So, whatever.
Have you ever, I never told you, but did you ever get a chance to check out that stream I told you about where it's like the anime voice actors playing D&D?
No, actually, no, I never did. Sorry.
It's awesome, dude. Like, it's really entertaining because like they're literally voice acting and just acting and ad-libbing in general and just being funny, entertaining individuals. You got Laura Bailey, everything. Obviously, I don't even need to say where she's from. She's from everything.
Because I remember you were say Travis.
Willingham,
You were gonna say Travis.
Fucking Roy Mustang and the bitch.
Yeah. Well,
Matt Mercer, the leader, not leader, but the dungeon guy, the dungeon master. He's in everything now too. He's been hired everywhere and anywhere now. Yeah. He's in a lot of stuff. Games mostly, but anime too.
Yeah.
He's Ace. I think he's Ace.
No, that was Travis.
Travis Willingham's Ace, actually. He plays Law. No, he plays Law. That's what he plays in One Piece. And a bunch of other characters too. What else? You got Liam O'Brien, who's Gaara.
Yeah, I know Liam.
Liam O'Brien's pretty popular and famous.
Yeah.
Taliesin Jaffe, who plays Mihawk and a few other characters. He's pretty talented. You got what's the girl's name? She's not a voice actor, but there's like an actress that she actually is in the show called Blind Spot. Ashley Johnson. She's an actual actress, and it's on TV and stuff. And then you have Sam Riegel, who's probably least known as in terms of voice acting, but is probably overall the most talented out of any of them. He does like musical numbers. He sings. He does really smart. He's funny as hell. He's probably the best part of the show, quite honestly. It's just really funny to watch, like, just the best voice actors that know each other as friends, and they're just kind of playing the game. And it's really entertaining because there's a lot of ad-libbing and jokes and shitting on each other. It's pretty fun. Oh,
actually, I'm looking at Matthew Mercer's My Anime List, and one of the comments is best dungeon master ever.
Yeah, I mean, Critical Role is incredibly popular.
Yeah.
Like, it's insanely popular.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't know. It's pretty nuts.
I only heard a little bit of Matthew Mercer, honestly, like, because I still haven't checked out the Hunter x Hunter dub, so because he plays Leo.
Didn't know that.
Yeah, because the only roles that I know him for was actually for playing that one guy from the Buddhist Beach from Kill la Kill, and for the test dub for Stardust Crusaders as Jotaro.
He does like he's not as much anime as he is video games and stuff.
Yeah, that's what I've heard, but yeah, from the titles that I've seen, I'm like, yeah, I only seen a little bit of places that I recognize him.
But I mean, the guy's motherfucking. He's Law, alright. Law is pretty cool. And he's, if you ever play Overwatch, I don't know if you play Overwatch.
No.
He's McCree, Overwatch. So, I mean, the guy's a beast. And he's getting hired for a lot of stuff now. But yeah, he's incredibly good at what he does. Everyone, and Marisha, I forgot about Marisha Ray. I don't even know where she's from. She's in she's on. I saw her on YouTube, but she's on that. One channel where they have super. I think it's called Superpower Beatdown, where it's like they have really good live action fights of comic book characters that fight each other. I think there was one that was like Darth Vader versus Batman.
Mm-hmm.
There was one where it was like
I think I've seen some.
Deadpool versus that. Like you ever see those Superpower Beatdowns?
I think so.
Wolverine versus
maybe.
Wonder Woman.
I'm not sure. I think I might have seen like much older stuff from them, honestly.
Yeah, probably. But basically, I see her on there. She does a lot of like stuff like that, and she's like Matt Mercer's wife.
Yeah.
Point is, getting off topic.
Mm-hmm. Anime fan, it goes all the way to D&D.
It's cool, like watching all your anime, like your people that you know that as anime actors, and you see them acting and playing games, and it's kind of weird, and it's super entertaining. And I don't know, it's just really, really entertaining stuff to watch, especially if you're like a fan of the animes that you've seen them in.
Yeah.
So yeah. Anyway, and there's like special guests too. Who else did they had in there? I don't know. I don't think Steve Bloom has been around before. I don't think he has, but he definitely is friends with them. But yeah, there's been a bunch of like voice guest people that have played too. But anyway, not important.
Yeah.
Important thing is that I'm tired.
Yeah, because for you it's about to be 4 in the morning. For me, it's barely gonna be 3 in the morning.
Yeah, it's pretty late. But hopefully this recorded, and hopefully this made somewhat semblance of sense.
Yeah, actually, do you have any final words like that I could check before you go?
Final words?
Yeah. So, what makes a true anime fan?
Just lots of hentai.
Yeah.
I mean, the more hentai, the better.
Oh.
We'll have at least 15 million gigabytes of hentai.
Holy shit. Oh, up to you're a true anime fan where you're like, when you can manage to recreate that experience of Welcome to NHK in your life. Yeah.
You're not a true anime fan if you don't get that reference, because you haven't seen NHK.
Yeah, I never finished it though, but I unfortunately, I don't know, I couldn't get into it. To me, it was like too otaku-ish for me.
That's pretty bad, I know. No, it's good, it's serious, but I get why you not want to watch it.
Yeah.
Say, get on that Space Brothers, get on that Kingdom especially. I guarantee you're gonna fucking love Kingdom, dude. I know you, knowing you and what you're into. I mean, some of the manly moments are some of the manliest shit ever. Like, I was gonna say some stuff that might have been blasphemous for you, so I'm not gonna do that.
Oh.
But like, there's a one fight in particular where it's like, I don't want to say it puts some of the manliest moments in like Fist of the North Star to shame, but it gets close. All right, it gets close. It's that good.
Yeah.
It's that amazing. It's that well done. There's some really like, and not just in terms of manliness, but just in terms of greatness of a series, development of the art, development of the story, development of the characters, introduction of really interesting and awesome generals, the battles and the scale. It makes Lord of the Rings blush. Like, shit's really good.
Yeah.
Really fucking good.
We shall see, because I still got like a while before I get to that. Because what people want from me more than anything is Steel Ball Run, which I'm like, I gotta read that again and then make the damn video. Oh boy.
Well, get on it. Yeah. I expect you to say fuck Steel Ball Run. I kid. But yeah, I do gotta get some sleep though, so it was good talking to you, Hero. Gotta do this definitely get some time.
Yeah. Alright, we'll see if we get more fan group members later. Be like the good old days of the Green Clan. Before we were purple, we were green. Oh well.
Greenest of clans.
Yeah. We'll become the Green Purple Clan later. Green Purple Studios Clan, I don't know. Yeah, let me stop recording.